Okay, so you know that feeling, right? When you wish summer could just like last forever. That feeling of like sun-kissed freedom, no schedules, no worries. It's kind of intoxicating.
Yeah, totally.
So today we're diving deep into those endless summer vibes, but, and this is kind of interesting, we're doing it through a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a song by Kurt Holz.
Kurt Holz.
You might be thinking, Kurt who? And honestly, it doesn't really matter for our purposes today. The lyrics we're really interested in because they just like perfectly capture that universal yearning for these endless summer days.
Got it.
So right off the bat, the song throws us right into it, right?
Yeah.
It says, sunshine in my eyes, tan skin, no disguise, cool waves, kiss the shore, no stress anymore.
Wow.
It's like sensory overload in the best way.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's so vivid. And it's interesting, those sensory details, they're not accidental. They're carefully chosen to really tap into our deepest desires for escape and pleasure.
Oh, how so?
Well, think about it. Sunshine, it literally boosts our mood.
True.
And then the feeling of warmth on our skin, that's primal.
Yeah.
And then the sound of waves. Pure relaxation. Our brains are practically wired to crave these things.
It's so true. And you know what I think is interesting? It's not just those physical sensations.
Right.
The lyrics also talk about no worries, no fights, living life so free. Like that line, tan skin, no disguise. It always makes me think about how summer lets us, I don't know, shed our inhibitions a little.
Yes.
Become a slightly freer version of ourselves.
Absolutely. That connects to this like powerful human desire for autonomy, and freedom from all the responsibilities and expectations. We see this theme all the time, not just in songs, but in books, movies. It's practically woven into our cultural DNA.
Yeah, it really is.
Summer becomes this symbol of like truly unrestrained living, a total break from the rules of the rest of the year.
Yeah. And of course, we can't forget the romance.
Right.
Because, those lyrics about just you and me and dancing in the sand, it screams summer fling.
Right. Summer is, I feel like it really often heightens our emotions.
Oh, yeah.
We're like primed for new experiences, right? More open to connection. It's no wonder summer is so associated with romance and, those passionate flings.
It makes you wonder, would those flings even happen if it wasn't summer?
Right.
I don't know.
And speaking of things that get stuck in our heads, the repetition in this song, it's masterful.
Yeah.
That chorus, endless summer days, and life is better when we're tan. It's like a mantra.
It is. Repetition, it actually serves a really important purpose, though.
Does it?
Yeah, it reinforces the message. Like
Right.
it drills it deeper into our subconscious,
Interesting.
The song wants us to crave that endless summer.
It does, yeah.
To really long for that feeling of carefree bliss. But it's funny, the song romanticizes endless summer, but do we ever crave the opposite?
What do you mean?
Like that crisp autumn air?
Okay, yeah.
The anticipation of holidays, cozy nights by the fire?
Right.
We need those too, right? That's so true. I've never even thought about that.
Yeah.
I guess variety is the spice of life or something.
Right.
Wow. This song really makes you think about those deeper desires and how they connect to the seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, for you, what does endless summer mean? What memories or feelings does it evoke?
That's a good question, and it's one I think our listeners should think about too. If you could bottle that feeling of endless summer, what would it look like in your everyday life? What would it take to bring a little bit of that summer magic into the other seasons?
I love that. To all our listeners out there, let us know.
Life is better when we're tan. Sunsets paint the sky. Time just passes by.